message. All right. See what the ancestors have to say to you. This is going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements. All right. I just reset the energy here by lighting some incense and cleared the space. So let's see what your ancestors have to say to you at this time. What they've been trying to say to you. All right. What do the ancestors have to say? For water signs. Good spirits. Stay in good spirits. Stay in good energy. Stay interacting with good energy. Don't lower your frequency. Don't lower your vibrations for anyone or anything at this time. Okay? Stay in good spirits. All right? I do see at this time you're at a crossroads situation, right? Where you can either be your self-destructive version, manipulated energy, or you can choose to vibrate higher, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing healing in your path. I'm seeing, you know, decisions that need to be made, all right? I do see for you guys, you have the potential to reach stardom, to reach some sort of recognition, whether it be like celebrity status, right? Everybody's goals are different, right? Celebrity status or socially, you know, successful, right? To obtain some sort of level of fame, all right? Or stardom. I do see that for you guys, and I feel like your ancestors have been trying to hint this at you, right? Some of you guys, I do see this energy of being able to break free from the chains of poverty or being impoverished or living a impoverished lifestyle, right? But this is all, it all has to do with like your good luck and your bad luck, or your good karma, your bad karma, whatever you want to call it, right? You want to make sure that you're making decisions not out of spite in a situation. You want to make sure that you're elevating your frequency, right? You want to make sure that you're healing, is what your ancestors are saying. Because once you get to this level of recognition, where a lot of people are going to have their, like, your name in their mouth, you know, people are going to be talking about you, people are going to be recognizing you, people are going to be like all up in your energy, all up in your sauce, and all in your personal business and stuff like that. Whether that be because, you know, you are either in a social circle, you're on the spotlight, or if this is like actual energies of like you becoming famous in your city, famous in your town, well known for something that you're doing, right? You want to make sure that your triggers are not going to derail you from continuing to go upwards financially, career-wise, goal-wise, right? In your achievements, all right? That's what I'm seeing here. What's going on here? I'm seeing cowrie shells. Some of you guys could be connected with, you know, certain particular orishas and stuff like that. What do I need to know? Okay, there's a revelation here for you. So there's something that you have a vision on, and your ancestors are saying, you know, we give you permission. We light the way for you. We light the path for you, right? As long as you're being creative, as long as you are tapping into your passion, as long as you are technically doing everything that's beneficial for you, and it's not going to derail you or like shoot you down from the, you know, the pedestal that you're trying to climb on, right? And I'm not saying like pedestal, like, you know, any type of bow down bitches type of energy, but I'm saying like, you know, raising yourself in a certain particular status because you know your worth, you know your value, you know what, you know, people should respect you, right? You know what you're bringing to the table, right? There is a revelation here. So when I say a revelation, this could be like an epiphany. This could be like inspiration. This like, all right, you want to do something creative. When I say creative, this can come in a various of different forms. This could be you're someone that is an artist. You could be artistic. This could be you want to do something that you've never done before. And it's something new. And it's, you know, something because it's something that you want to do because it's different. It's going to bring a change into your life, right? And when I say creativity or something creative, this could be because you may not have thought of it, and someone else brings it to you and says, "Oh, have you ever thought about doing this? Have you ever thought about, you know, trying this out?" You know, this can come through you, or this can come through some other sort of energy, right? This could be inspiration because you see somebody famous doing it. Like, oh, you know, this person started doing this, and I think I want to do that too, you know? Yeah, so like your ancestors are giving you the go ahead. Like they're giving you the torch. We're lighting the way. Go ahead, do it. If you're going to feel inspired to continue to do this, do it. As long as it's not going to hurt you in the long run, right? Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, they're giving you the go ahead. All right. I am seeing that. And I talked about like you guys being, it could be like the first in your generation, could be like, you know, the first in your family in particular, to be able to break free from spiritual poverty, right? Financial poverty, living in an impoverished lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about creativity from a masculine perspective, this is actually being goal-oriented. When we talk about creativity from a female perspective, a feminine energy, this is birthing something, bringing something to fruition, right? So this is like, this makes me feel like this, and so I'm going to constantly do this over and over and over again. I'm going to constantly nurture this over and over and over again because it's going to make me feel inspired. It's going to give me the energy that I need. It's going to align me spiritually to what I want to do constantly, right? And so it just depends on what energy you hold. And when I say masculine or feminine, you know, if you have fire somewhere in your chart, you can have a little bit of masculine energy in you. If you have air in your chart somewhere, you can have a little bit of masculine energy in you. If you have, you know, a lot of earth and water in your chart, then you have a lot of feminine energy in you. So you have to kind of figure out what is something that you can create. Right? If you're feminine, you're majority feminine energy, that means that you're like, what can I make myself constantly that is creative? Nobody has done it before, but maybe I can get inspired from someone else and, you know, add a little bit of that here, add a little bit of that there, bam, and then create something brand new out of it, right? If you're in this, if you have some masculine energy in there, this is like, what can you do constantly, passionately, that is not going to lose its spark, whether it's in your mind or whether it's like you actively doing something physically with your hands or something that you're spiritually connected to in terms of being creative. Okay. So, all right. So they want to let you know about some things. Okay. I'm just gonna let you know. There's a hater in your energy. And when the ancestors talk about these energies, this is not for you to be overly consumed about the hater that's in your energy. This is just kind of give you a heads up. There's somebody hating on you, and this is what's going on. All right, so just a heads up. Somebody's sitting here trying to compete with you. They've been trying to compete with you for some time. They've been hating on you because you decided to change. You decided to change because you wanted better for yourself. And so ever since you started to change up, right, this person started to hate on you. All right. I was like, oh, now you're not thinking the same, or you know, you don't think the way I do, something like that. All right, just take it how it resonates, how it applies. This is because they recognize the change within you is going to take you to places that they can't go to. And that's why they're hating on you, okay? I just want you to know that. Because I see a lot of success, I see a lot of achievements, and I see a lot of like one-upping energy, right? So like, be careful with that, especially because from what I'm seeing, this is just, I'm just working on myself. This is just self-improvement. I'm just working on this skill that I already had. Maybe I didn't even tell you about it. Like, so now when you know about it, now you acting like I'm different or something. And no, has been me the whole time. You just didn't see me. You didn't value me. You didn't respect me. So like, that's not my fault. That's on you. Like, that's what I'm seeing here. So just take how it resonates here. So there's somebody here like hating on your energy, hating on the stuff that's going on with you. But there's a lot of things here. There's a lot of good things here. All right. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. Nice. Okay, so like I said, some of you guys are connected with some orishas. I'll let you know what those orishas are in the very last bit of this, okay? As I'm getting more ancestral messages, I'll let you know what I'm seeing here. You are brilliant. You are really, really intelligent, okay? I don't know if anybody has ever told you that. I don't know if you believe that. You are intelligent, all right? You're very, very intelligent. You're brilliant, all right? So we have two different messages. Let's go back because there's so much that I have to tell you, right? So you have a message here in terms of your money. You have a message here in terms of love, okay? So let's start, okay? Let's go with money. Everybody's going with money, right? Some of you guys are like, I want to hear the love part. Hold on. All right. When it comes to money, you're someone that you're passionate. You are dedicated. You will work very hard, especially if you are really interested in it or you really care about it. How about that? You really care about it. When you really care about something, you really fucking care, right? And so I am seeing this energy of like you having to be more enthusiastic with who you are exchanging energy with, right? Because you're never going to know if someone's going to benefit you as a support system, as a networking type of situation, later on, right? I do see that there are solutions to your finances, your financial situations, your financial circumstances, right? And this is because you're fucking smart. That's why I said you're brilliant. Like you are brilliant, right? And so you are someone that even though you're stuck in a rut, you're in a situation, you don't know how you're going to get out of it. You always find your way out of the situation. You always find the solution, okay? Because you're determined, right? You're passionate about this, right? So if you guys have had any issues, like problems in terms of your finances and you needed to make some sort of decision or you had to change some things up or you had to work on something, right? I am seeing that energy. Also, key indicator, someone's hair is growing like a motherfucker. All right. I just heard that. So hair growth. All right. So I don't know if that means like you're working on your hair growth or something like that, or something's changing about your hair and now your hair is growing more. Okay. All right. I am seeing that. All right. Now going back to love, right? So with the love situation, they're basically telling me that you need to be a little bit more inspired and more persistent and stay resilient in terms of your love life. Because I feel like you want to enjoy your love life. You want to enjoy being in love. You want to enjoy dating, right? Some of you are dating. Some of you are in a committed relationship, right? Some of you are kind of like single right now and you're like, I don't know what the heck is going on. But take the messages how I reply. You want to enjoy your love life, period, And so in order for you to enjoy your love life, you have to be enthusiastic about it, be open to it, right? This doesn't mean be open to all types of energies, but this means being open to equal exchange, right? Not matching energy. I didn't say matching energy. I said equal exchange. Because you've learned from the past, if you start matching energy, if someone's in a lower vibration, then you become a lower vibration as well. And then what happens? The both of you just become self-destructive, and then there's a whole toxic situation that happens, and then you both got to go bye-bye, right? Everybody's like, damn, yes, that's true. Right. So we talk about equal exchange. You're starting up here, right? And you're giving as much as you got, and you got to see if this person's going to give everything that they got. Once they start coming down, you start looking at them like, I don't know what you're doing, right? I'm just letting you know, like, I don't know what you're doing. You need to come back up here, or we're not seeing eye to eye anymore, right? And so you have to bring back that passion, right? And that enthusiasm with, like, I want somebody that is in alignment with me. If you're not in alignment with me, you're wasting my time. You're getting in the way of me constantly working on myself now. And now you're making me stumble on my own, like on my own situations, right? And you don't want that, right? There is a reminder here, and this is like the heart space. So this is your heart chakra. Make sure that you're constantly working on your heart chakra. Make sure that you're constantly working on like emotional release. That you're constantly working on like, and when I say emotional release, some of you guys, and I am talking about water signs right now. So skeptically, everybody thinks that you're overly emotional. You're just overly caring and compassionate. Let me correct that. You're overly caring and compassionate. And sometimes you care too much to the point that you stop caring about yourself. Yes, I'm checking you. Yes, I'm checking you right now, right? And then like that, this is what happens where you start overflowing everybody's cups. Like, here, I'm going to give you some love. I'm going to give you some love. I'm so loyal. Here's all this love that I got to give. And then you come and you're thirsty and you're like, oh, I don't have any more. Right? Then you start getting what? Bitter. Then you start getting emotional and start popping off at people and all. And the people don't understand, like, what the heck is wrong with you? Well, I gave you all my love and you don't want to give me no love back. So make sure, I will teach you this method. It's called the swapping spoon method. Okay. Some people, they will call this, have 3 spoons and you have to keep one for yourself. I call it the swapping spoon method. Why? Because one person is supposed to have a spoon and the other person is supposed to have a spoon. And so when one person's, let's say their spoon got dirty or got dingy or they got messed up or something like that, and they're like, well, I can't use my spoon right now. Can I use yours? You swap spoons, right? And this is why I say this is significant. I use a swap spoon method for a reason. Are you willing to take this person's spoon? Are you willing to take that shit? Are you willing to take that dirty ass food? Or do you want somebody that constantly cleanse their emotions, are emotionally balanced? They know how to ground themselves. They know how to, self-initiate healing for themselves and take care of themselves, have boundaries for themselves, right? Or do you want somebody that's going to constantly give you shitty circumstances emotionally? What do you want? Which one do you want, right? Because if you go by the old method, which is like, I have 3 spoons, you have 3 spoons, we're all supposed to keep one spoon, and you can say yes, yes, no, this is me, right? But what happens is that sometimes, because you're overly caring, you'll say yes anyway, and you'll give that last spoon away. And then you'll realize, like, wow, that's all my energy. I don't have any more to give. Then you start realizing everything that you're currently spiritually in alignment with is just the triggered version of you, the unhealed version of you, like the hurt parts, the parts where you're still trying to figure out if, it was your fault that somebody left or cheated on you, or if it was your fault that, someone wasn't looking your way anymore, or someone wasn't interested in you, or that's the blaming part. You're blaming yourself because there has to be another reason, right, for this to have happened. And so you don't want to go through that method. You just want to go now, new method. Am I willing to swap out with whatever is going on with you emotionally? So if someone's coming in and they're highly addicted to drugs, or they're highly addicted to alcohol, and they're partying all the time, and you're like, listen, I got work in the morning. Listen, I got plans. I can't be spending all this money, right? So it could be addicted to shopping or something like that, right? It could be addicted to gossip and stuff like that. You're realizing that it's lowering your frequency, and every time you're around these people, you're like, every time I'm around you, things just don't go right. And I'm starting to wonder if I should not be around you. I should not and it's interesting, because when you're starting to heal, you'll realize wow, when I'm giving so much more time and energy to myself, I feel so much better. And then you go back to these same people and you go, I used to be friends with you. I used to like you. What the heck was going on in my head that I thought that me and you were compatible long term? You know what I'm saying? And this is not the same as you kind of beating yourself up with oh, it had to be me, it had to be a reason. No, because that's coming from the healed, that is coming from a healed version, where you're realizing wow, yeah, you definitely didn't deserve me. Yeah, there was a reason why we broke up. There's a reason why I decided to move on. There's a reason why this shit didn't go down the way it was supposed to go down, right? But when you're in the thick of it, you're not thinking about that. Why? Because you're hurting. It hurts. It hurts right then and there. And all you can pay attention to is it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad because I became so attached to this person, and I kept giving so much, and I was expecting for something to come back to me. Then you realize that feelings changed, situations changed, and that those expectations failed. You get what I'm saying? And so they're talking about your heart space. They're saying, listen, there's some things that you got to clear up out of there. You got to make some room. You got to get that out of there, right? So you can open up to love. So you can open up to support. So you can open up to that self-love that you deserve, right? And some of you guys, you've been working on your self-love. I see that. But you also have to be open to healing. And being open to healing means that you might not have feelings for these people anymore. And that's okay. You might not care about what happens to them anymore. And that's okay. You may still care about what happens to these people, but you don't want to be nowhere near them. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? There's things that you have to be okay with as you are healing your heart space, as you're opening up your energy for new people, new friends, new love interests, new situations, new experiences to come into your life, right? And that also includes the blessings. I just want you to know that. So if your heart chakra is closed and you're wondering, where's all my blessings? I'm blocking all my blessings. Pay attention that you're not blocking your heart chakra. You're opening back up that heart chakra, okay? So let's see. Any other messages? What else do they need to know? And if you guys need more Reiki healing and stuff like that, go to my playlist area, because I have a whole playlist specifically on Reiki healing. All right, that may benefit you. I have some for the heart chakra, for the throat chakra, to remove energy cords from people, to untangle energy cords from old people that you listen. I want that energy untangled, and I want all that stuff to get pulled out. Go ahead and look that up. All right, go to the playlist area, because I feel like that will benefit you. And if you even want, you can book a personal session with me. Go to spiritualistboutique.com. Currently, right now, I have a 30% off healing sessions. And all you have to do is type in Valentine 30. One word. No spaces. What's going on here? Any more messages? Okay, so a lot more messages came out. All right. So whatever's going on here, because I'm seeing something in terms of your family, all right? And this could be your immediate family, or the family in your household. That's what I'm seeing, okay? You were praying about something, you were asking to your ancestors about something, right? But they're saying in order for you to receive this, you need to work on your heart space, right? Because this is probably already there. Whatever you ask for is probably already there, but because your heart space is closed, or because it could be cluttered with other energies that don't belong there anymore, right? You're not willing to feel what's there, like actually sense what's there, what's actually spiritually in alignment with you in terms of your family situations, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. They're talking about your dreams. You're highly intuitive, all right? You're my highly intuitive people, highly energetically sensitive people, sensitive beings, all right? You're empaths. Let's get straight to it. Empaths, okay? So if you don't know what that is, look that up, all right? This is probably why, I mean, usually not all water signs are empaths, but if you have a lot of water in your charts, or if you have high aspects of water in your chart somewhere, this is why being around overly emotional people, when I say overly emotional people, this is like people that they range from really, really high highs and really low lows, or people that can get really depressed or have anxiety. That triggers you so much. It is so draining to you. And that is why. And you have to constantly clear your energy from people like that. You need like transmutative crystals, especially if, like, let's say, well, that's my work environment. I can't really help that. Like, or, that's just my family. I can't, just block them out, Then, you have to do like some safety precautions, like get some clear quartz, get some like black tourmaline, get, rose quartz to kind of balance your own energy in your heart chakra and stuff like that, to help you through these waves of other people's emotions trying to conquer yours, right? Because you're already very, very emotional, right? And it's because you're connected with your emotions. It's not because you're overly emotional and like you're a crybaby or something like that. No, you're just very, very connected with your emotions. And so when you're very connected with your emotions and someone else starts dumping all their emotions onto you, you go like, oh my God, what is all of this, right? Because I was chilling in my own feelings and now you start dumping all this crap on me and I wasn't prepared for all this today, right? That's where you start going up and down and all the way around and stuff like that, right? They're talking about you blocking yourself. They're talking about you getting in your own way because of this. Sometimes you get in your own way in terms of your intuition. You go, nah, that can't be possible. But you knew it was. And then it ends up being the same way you thought it was. Your intuition was telling you. But you go ahead and you block your intuition by saying, no, that can't be, right? Sometimes your emotions, like I said, can be affected by other people's emotions. So if someone decides to speak negative around you or implant negative thoughts into you, right? Persuade you to think negatively, then that also blocks your path. It blocks your heart chakra. It blocks the energy for you to trust other people, right? So they want you to be more optimistic in your thoughts, right? Speak life into your love life, speak life into your finances, speak life into the new things that you want to change in your life, right? More positive thoughts is what they're saying. All right. I am seeing here that this is something that you're neglecting. They're saying that something is taxing on your energy. Something is weighing you down. And this is specifically emotionally and physically. All right. And you have to, okay, this is something that you want to control, but you can't control. Okay. This is what we're talking about. This is something that you're trying to control, but you can't control, and it's out of your hands to control. And so what they're saying is this is too energetically draining for you. Stop. Let it go. Surrender. Release. Right? It's like you're clenching onto something really, really badly, right? You need to surrender the control over to your guides, because your guides can see more than you can see. They understand things on the spiritual realm because they can see everything on the spiritual and the physical realm. And so there's something that you're clenching on hard to, but you're not seeing something clearly because, like I said, you become very overly caring about a situation or a person or a circumstance, but then you're being blindsided because you're not listening to your intuition. You understand what I'm saying? So you may need to release a burden that's spiritually blocking you at this time. All right, because I do see it blocking you. They're talking about meditation and humbling yourself to ask for help, to ask for assistance, whether it be like to other people or whether it be to, you know, creator, source, the angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit team, right? Asking for assistance, asking for a helping hand, asking for enlightenment, asking for divine changes to impact your life, asking for divine intervention to change things for the better in your life. These are the type of prayers and mantras and affirmations that you want to start practicing, okay? There's spiritual insight here. Your ancestors are saying, listen, like, besides everything else, they do see that you're trying, all right? And they do see your consistency, right? They don't want to feel like this is like a nagging type of reading. It's not them like nagging you and like, you got to do this, you got to do this. You know, they're saying like they are also appreciating the fact that you're consistent. You're consistent and you are, you know, some of you guys, you venerate and you honor your ancestors, you know, you haven't forgotten your ancestors, you know what I'm saying? And so they love you for that and they appreciate you, you know, they're sending their love, they're sending their protection, they're sending their wisdom, they're sending their guidance, they're sending you their support, but they also want you to ask for it, right? They don't want to just have to send it to you constantly. There could be something that you want in particular and they want you to talk about it with them, right? There are messages that are coming from your spiritual team and you're seeing it synchronized in specific angel numbers. Okay. So you're seeing particular numbers on repeat all the time and you're like, what the heck is that? What does that mean? Start looking it up, keep a journal, write it down, write down what you were thinking about, write down if you asked a question before you saw it. Write down if you were, you know, thinking about a person when you saw it, you know, things like that. So that way it kind of like all lines up and then you'll understand what the message is talking about, okay? Doors are opening for you in happiness, in love, and in money. The doors are opening up for you, all right? But now you have to begin to search for these opportunities. Just because the doors are open doesn't mean that the opportunities are coming through the door. You have to walk through the door to go look for the opportunities. So there's nothing blocking you but yourself at this time. Don't stop yourself. Keep progressing, keep growing, all right? You have recently prayed to your ancestors, prayed to the Most High, prayed to the angels. You did some sort of prayer, okay? And you may have requested something, and I do see that this miracle is going to be delivered to you. I do see that, okay, whatever that was, okay, you could have been very, very emotional when you prayed about this, okay, or you requested this assistance, whatever it was. The most important message here today is that you need to start holding other people accountable for the shit that they do to you. It's okay to forgive other people. It might even be okay for you to like reconnect with someone after they done the healing. After they did the healing. I'm not talking about you because I know you're doing the work, right? After they did the healing. If you know that somebody's not putting in the work and they're not healing, they're not deciding to do that, they're not deciding to be more secure in their foundation, they're still going to bring to you the same vibration that they had the last time that made you upset. Remember that, okay? So make sure that you're holding other people accountable for their actions and what they did, all right? Hold people accountable because you can't be the only one doing stuff. You can't be the only one bringing stuff to the table and they're not doing anything. They need to do something too, all right? Your last two messages before I wrap this up for tonight. All right. You've been in this energy of feeling like you're out in a puddle of water, right? Or you feel like either you're floating, or you feel like the water is overtaking you, or you feel like, and when we're talking about water right now, we're talking about your emotions, right? And so you either feel like your emotions are stagnant and you feel numb, you can't feel, or you feel like it's overpowering you. It's either or. It's not both, okay? And so they want you, in terms of love, they want you to make sure that you're not overreacting, because if you're overreacting, then that means that you're giving more energy than the other person is. And if you're, that's what you got to pay attention to. You're giving more energy than someone else is in terms of love, in terms of your relationships, in terms of your connections. And if you're giving more energy, then that means that you don't feel respected. You don't feel validated. You start to feel insecure. And so when you start going up here real loud with your feelings, that lets you know that someone's not listening to your emotions, right? So when you catch yourself, when you're like overreacting, right? Or how people like to say that you're overreacting, when in reality you're just over explaining yourself over and over again, because you already talked about this. You already talked about your feelings, right? It's not overreacting, it's over explaining, but they will call it overreacting, right? This is what I'm saying. Avoid these emotional outbursts, right? Catch yourself. Hold on, wait. I already explained this to you. Why do I have to repeat myself again? You're not getting it? I'm going to take all my love back. I'm going to take all my energy back, and I'm going to go elsewhere. And if eventually you come back to me and say, oh, well, why did you stop talking to me? Or why are you acting different? Well, you acted different when you didn't respect my feelings. And I already repeated myself too many times. I don't have to continue to do that, right? I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my love that I can put that all right back into me, right? And they're also saying this could even be affecting your money, because you don't want to be in a situation where you start feeling that way, and then you want to get into instant gratification, and then you start like emotional spending, right? Or like start buying things that you really like because it makes you feel good, but it's not really fixing the thing that was really hurting you. Key indicator. So make sure that you remove yourself from people that are not valuing the emotions and the love that you're bringing to the table. All right. So like I said, do that heart chakra work. Go check out those playlists. All right. I did tell you that I was going to read to you the different energies, the different deities or orishas that came up in your energy. I did see Oshun. I did see Elegua. I also seen Ogun. All right. I saw the colors yellow, purple, white, brown, red. I saw the omen of a dog. All right. These things can be significant to you or to your ancestral lineage. All right. It doesn't mean that you're practicing this. This could mean that maybe your ancestors practiced it. All right. That being said, that's it for tonight. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.